I thought you were giving it to me for my sweat.
Oh, you can do it for that too.
I love cotton now.
I do too.
You know what else is great?
What?
Kirkland wipes. Take 3.
Take 3.
What up? What up? What up?
You have... What up? What up?
I don't know.
This is take 3.
This is take 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Take 3. And this is CA Exposure. We love... Big X. We love tequila. And guess what? We love photography.
We love photography.
And today we're talking about tequila.
And camera.
Camera. What? Not any camera. We're talking about the Z9.
Nikon Z9.
Haven't shot it? Fresh out the box? You'll see in this video the actual unboxing.
They already saw it.
Oh, okay. This is our producer, videographer, editing, a whole 9 yards. So
sorry,
you already saw
this. This is take 3, so you know.
Yeah,
we've had a
we've done this. So take 3. That means 2 shots each every time we have it. So plus other drinks and stuff like that. But
anyway,
happy to talk about the Z9.
Yep.
We're gonna table it right now and save it for until we talk about
our
the tequila.
That's on the table right now.
The tequila.
So it's we have 2 different tequilas. They're both by the brand Herradura. Hopefully I said that right.
Very well said.
Thank you.
You want to hear me say it?
Go ahead.
Herradura. Way worse than him. He rolled his tongue and everything. I just butchered it.
You know, that's from Spanish class in high school. But anyway, we have 2 different brands.
I took a Spanish girl. I mean, you said class, not girl. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Let's keep moving.
Ooh, that will not be edited out. So, we have this bottle right here, which is just a regular Anejo. And then we have this one, which they call Legend Anejo.
So the Legend, you would think when you say Legend that it's maybe 3 years aged, right? But it's not. This one is actually 14 months aged. So you can see, I'll pick up this one right here. You can see the 14 months age, which 14 months being this dark, the barrels must have been really oaky.
Yeah.
I mean, these must be really aged.
What they call it?
Double barreled. I don't know.
No, it's opened. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's they're not tightly wound barrels. So obviously
heavily charred. That's what it says.
There you go.
Heavily charred, deeply grooved.
Deeply grooved. There you go.
Grooved.
You know the tequila has an opportunity to actually get into the wood and extract the aromas from the oak itself. So, you know, obviously we've tasted it already, but we want to give you guys an honest opinion of what we think of these 2 brands or these 2 types from the same company. And I don't know. Just go ahead and get to the taste test.
Let's get to the taste test.
So wait, sorry. Before we do, let's go ahead and talk about price points.
Oh, sorry about that. $60 approximately. Don't quote me. Don't kill me. This is approximately double the cost.
Yep.
This is at about $130, right? And that's Costco $130.
Yeah.
So that's typically a little bit lower than most. But in any case, about 60 and 130.
So you would think, obviously, right, with the differences in price point
and color,
and color
and age. I'm assuming I don't know how much that one.
You would think that one would obviously outdo the other in every aspect. But you know, again, let's go ahead and do the taste test and see what we think.
Starts with the glass.
Start with the color.
Yep.
You know, obviously it's clear, so there's no aging process with this one, from what I understand, just because of the clarity of it all. Unless it's aged and then distilled. But
vanilla. First thing you smell is a heavy vanilla.
Yeah.
Heavy vanilla.
Yeah. And obviously, like we said, we've done this a couple times, so our smell palette are a little bit different now. I think we could smell it a little bit more than what we smelled it before.
Correct.
The vanilla extract in this one is extremely strong.
Yeah, it's a lot of vanilla. And then you smell.
You can smell the agave.
You can smell the agave, and you
definitely smell the agave.
Alcohol.
And you can definitely smell the alcohol in it.
And that's about all I smell. Yeah. Those three: agave, a lot of vanilla, and I almost assume it's artificial and it has to have additives.
Yeah, it's definitely artificial vanilla in there.
And I'll look that up while we go through it, but it's just. Goes down a little harsh. You can feel it burn a little bit. Like it cuts the throat.
Sorry.
It cuts the throat.
It's a little strong for me.
Yeah, it's strong.
It's a little strong for me.
It's strong. It's strong. I can feel the heartburn coming on right
now.
Now.
One thing that we said about this one was it may be a good mixer.
Yeah.
I think it's a good mixer. I wouldn't open this bottle up after a long, hard day's work and sip on it. You know,
I would not be sipping on this bottle for sure at all. So I would not be sipping on this bottle.
But again, you know, everyone has their own taste palettes, and again, if this is all you know, this is all you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking it up right now, just to see if there's additives in it. Herradura.
You know, I got to say though, the bottle is very nice. You know, it's a pretty basic bottle, but it has some very unique features on it. The horseshoe brand name right here is actually engraved into the bottle itself.
So let me just add something on that. So I'm using an app called Tequila Matchmaker, and they actually go through and give you a community review and a panel review. So the panel is professional tasters that look for taste, smell, consistency, and I think alcohol content, or proof. Mm-hmm. So this is the Ultra, called the Ultra Anejo. It has a panel rating of 62. Makes sense. It tastes like a 62. Right?
Out of 100, right?
Out of 100. The community made it at 82. I don't know what they're tasting. And then you have the Legend. So I'm not even going to tell you what the Legend is rated. I want you to taste it. And we're going to taste it right now.
You don't want to smell it first?
I forgot I already smelled it. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
So the smell is very different than the Ultra. You can definitely smell the oak.
Smell the oak. Smell the alcohol.
You can smell the alcohol. You can smell a hint of the vanilla, but I think the oak smell drowns out
oak smell everything else. And oak taste.
Yeah, I think it drowns out everything else.
Man.
Definitely oak taste. Definitely an oak taste. Again, you know, I appreciate the oak taste. It tastes okay to me. Now, again, one of the questions was, would I go back and spend $130 on this bottle again? Absolutely not. Reason being is there's much better tequilas out there that tastes that's $130 that conforms to my taste than this. The oak flavor is just it's overwhelming. It's overpowering when it compares to, you know, you want to taste the vanilla, you want to taste the agave, and you can't.
So we're gonna use this app to break it down. Okay. This was ranked. Panel gave it 86.
Wow.
I wouldn't have gave it 86.
Wow.
Community gave it 85. And let's just look at, what did we say that we smelled the first, and what did we taste, right? Mm-hmm. So I have a scale of a 10. The aroma detected, the highest aroma detected was 6, oak.
Yeah. Yep.
Flavors detected, oak, 7.
Yeah.
No vanilla. And I said originally when I tasted it, I said caramel. Did I not?
You said caramel. You did say caramel.
Flavors detected, caramel.
Caramel. 6.
Honey, is the other one.
Wow.
And now I can understand where the honey come from. You can taste it. I bet you taste the honey now. It was hard to detect. I bet you taste the honey. And that's why its color is like this as well. Because I can taste the honey without even tasting it again.
Yeah.
Black pepper.
I can taste the honey. I can taste it a little bit.
Yeah.
I can taste a little bit.
So again, you look at what's here. Honey, agave. These are the rank of how professionals who tasted it, the professional tequila tasters who tasted it, they said, in this order: oak 7, caramel 6, honey 4, agave 4, pepper 4, vanilla 2, chocolate 1, minerality 1, orange peel 1, licorice. Yeah. The flavors, most of these flavors I don't like. So I am not a big oak person, right? So this guy likes it. You know,
again,
I'm going to go to the other one.
I'm not going to say that I like it, but what I would say is if it were chilled, it'll probably be drinkable. After a hard day's work, I probably would come home, chill this, and have a sip. I probably would. Now, would I spend $130 on the bottle again? Absolutely not. I think you're paying for the bottle because the bottle is absolutely beautiful. But tequila wise, I don't think it's $130 bottle of tequila. I just don't.
And I don't feel it as well.
Yeah.
I don't think it's one as well.
Yeah. So I would maybe spend $80 on it, to be quite honest with you.
I'm like in the 70s.
I would be $80.
If it was 80, I'd pass. If it was 75 or 74.99, I might consider getting it.
It's $5.
If it goes, I have visual stimulation with prices, right? If it said $80, I would like next.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
$79.99 next. Absolutely. If it was under 75, I would think about it and I would look what else was available.
I think these two tequilas is something that we also want to try chilled. I want to try this one. I want to try this one again chilled. I definitely do.
I'm just good.
Just to taste it. Well, you can keep the other bottle. I'll take that bottle home with me.
Yeah, you take that one. I'll keep this one for mixed drinks or something.
You got it.
But yeah, guys. I mean, again, I'm just not. I didn't feel either one of them.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't pay no more than I don't know.
I pay
$70.
I pay $80 for it.
That I wouldn't pay no more than.
This one is
$40.
a $60 bottle.
I wouldn't pay $60 for it. I
wouldn't pay $60.
Nope. I can if I was gonna buy something. I was like, if I was gonna buy something, I'd rather go spend $70 on a bottle of Patron.
Yeah.
Silver. I'll take that over this.
Oof.
Even silver. I'll take it. I'm sorry. Oof. I'll take it over this.
I'm sorry, but
I'll take it over this.
Silver is a bit harsh for me.
I'll take it over this. 100%. I'll take it over this.
Okay.
So,
in
any case,
again, this is one of those things where we've come to the
drink what you like.
We've come to the agreement.
There's a guy on YouTube, not YouTube. There's a guy on TikTok that says, I can't think of his name, but he says, "Drink what you like."
Drink what you like.
Drink what you like.
Drink what you like.
But there's another guy on TikTok that's he's kind of a tequila snob.
So let's do this. You put this one in front. Put this one in the back. I'll put this one in the front. I'll put that one in the back, and that's what we think.
You know what I'll do? I'll take this one off. I'll take this one off.
Let's take this off.
And I'll take this off.
Let's take this off.
And then guess what? I'm gonna move on to
Let's take this
off. The star of this episode that we have here, which is the Nikon Z9.
The Z9.
And today is I've had this camera for 2 days. Excuse me. And waiting on this guy to get here so we can record, so we can open it. I didn't even open it.
Yeah.
I actually surprised him yesterday with it. No, I'm sorry. I surprised him on Wednesday with Thursday. Thursday. Sorry, Thursday. I surprised him on Thursday with it just to show him. And he went to open the box. Don't you open it. We're going to do the unboxing. And I waited. We're supposed to do it Friday, and he flaked. He flaked. So we're doing it today on a Saturday. But I waited. So we opened it on film about an hour ago. And we're talking about it for the first time.
Yeah. Yep.
For the first time, we're talking about it together. So, with the exception of this being take 3, because we had some camera.
But nonetheless, this is the first time we've taken it out the box.
Yep.
You know, and
so,
you know, I think the first thing, obviously, right, people want to know about is the feel.
Oh.
I think people want to know how it feels in the hand, right?
If I can say it, and anyone can understand what I'm saying, like wet silk, warm wet silk. If you can imagine what that feels like, warm wet silk. Yeah, I'm a little off, but I'm just saying that this camera right here feels fantastic in the hands. Fantastic. And I have large hands, okay? Relatively large hands. I'm 6'3", so I have pretty large hands. But this feels so good in the hands. I just can't say it enough. And it doesn't only just feel good like this, holding it this way, right? It feels different than the D6, which I own. You rotate it. You want me to? I did have it. I was gonna bring it out later, but
yeah,
D6.
we're gonna bring it out right now.
Okay.
So this is what I'm used to, right? Obviously, I have the D5, but the D6 and the D5 bodies are pretty identical. And I've held the Z9 in my hand, and yeah, it's unlike any other. It definitely is.
I mean, not just like this, but vertically. Vertically, it just feels. It fits in the palm much different. I mean, if I don't know. I think the difference is, like, you can see there's a slight difference in the height. No, right here. Right here with the grip. I want to see the grip. So if you see right here, there's a slight difference in the height, and that is the length of the grip as well. So this grip goes all the way down. As you see, it doesn't have, this grip stops right here. You can see it stops right there. This grip goes all the way down without stopping. So, that's, to me, that's where that finger rests almost, and it just feels, it feels great. It feels great. You wanna?
Yeah, you know, it just feels like it's meant to be almost.
Yeah.
Right. So you know, I'm gripping it right now.
Love at first sight.
Yeah, and
have you ever been in love before?
Just so you guys, I'm gonna buy one. I am gonna buy one. I'm just not financially ready for it yet, but in the next coming months, I will be purchasing one. But the way that your hand just grips the 3 fingers right here in this spot, it's almost perfect. It's almost reason why I say it's almost perfect is because I think there's a little bit more space, but again, big hands, right? We have big hands, so it's a little more room that you can probably grip a little bit more, but I think it's probably a 99 out of 100 when it comes down to it. The function buttons are there. You can literally use your 3 fingers to push the 3 buttons when it comes down to the function buttons. The back of it, you know, it's just, everything is just perfect. So your back button focus, because I'm a firm believer in back button focus, your thumb is right there. They moved the joystick up probably about a half inch up into the right, so that literally you don't have to shift your thumb over as far as you would need to anymore. It's right there now. So, you know, as far as your autofocus and moving your squares for your autofocus, it's right there now. And I think it's perfect placement. You know, just to be quite frank with you, it's perfect placement. And I think it works for big hands, small hands. And, you know, I don't think anybody will be disappointed when they put it in their hand. Now, with the vertical side of it, right? On the vertical side, you get the same benefits as if you were holding it horizontal. So, you know, obviously your shutter release is right there. You also have an ISO button specifically built into it.
Not one here.
Which is one that you don't have on the D5 and D6.
And
then you also have a custom function button right here. which I think is absolutely great. So maybe you can use that function button for auto exposure compensation. Maybe you can use it for your focus lock. You could probably program it for different things
for auto exposure compensation. I think that's a great placement. And
because
you use it right here on on the top.
On the top, but then you don't have it right here. But you can use it. You set this one up and program it to be to be that same button.
And if you look here, wait a minute. If you look there, you have the ISO and you have auto compensation.
You
button.
Program it the same way, and I think it'll feel just like you're holding it horizontally, and not to mention the second joystick. So on the vertical side, the second joystick is placed strategically right in the same spot as it would be horizontally. So you got your joystick right here, and you got your back button focus right here. And, obviously your rotary dial right here, and everything is just right there. It's ready for you. Your info button is right here. Everything is there. So, one thing that I did mention to Chris, looking at everything just from a visual aspect is, hey, there's no more buttons on the left side. There's no more buttons over here. Everything is now here, which I think is a proprietary thing because you now have the capabilities to basically go through all of your functions
with one hand.
With one hand, essentially.
So, if you want to. You came when me and Antoine first started shooting together, before we even formed CA Exposure. This guy was shooting Canon.
It's a Canon shooter.
Canon shooter. So, the first thing he complained about was the menu system and the complexity.
Yep. Why do I have to put half of my buttons on the left side and half of them on the right side, right? Now, granted, I didn't shoot a 1DX. I was a crop shooter at the time. So, majority of the buttons, 80-90% of the buttons was on, the side where you hold the camera. And one thing that I couldn't get grasp of. So when I transitioned over, I had I bought the D810 from Chris, and one thing that I couldn't get my hands around was why the hell was the ISO button on the right on the opposite side, right? So he dug into it obviously and said, hey, there's a custom transition that you can do to make it work. Okay, fine, great. But why would you put the ISO button on the opposite side? And that, again, that comes with, a lot of the stuff that Nikon was doing in the past was they had a lot more stuff on the wrong side. And you would essentially have to put the camera down to change certain settings, such as the ISO, right? Now, having everything on the right side, you no longer have to do that at all, which I think is a huge leap up in Nikon's, just their journey. And I think for me, this is what's going to sell me in purchasing this particular camera, is having everything on one side, because I'm a firm believer in being able to do everything with one hand. I'm double jointed. My thumb moves unlike a lot of people, so I can move to different buttons and everything. And having that flexibility of having everything on one side is a game changer for me.
So, I think that, again, I haven't shot with it. Other than probably 30 seconds at a demo. But we couldn't use my only memory card. I couldn't use my own lens. I am excited to put this on. I have the 120 to 300 FL 2.8. I want to put it on here. I have the 500 F4 FL. I want to put it on there, and I want to shoot so effing bad. I'm not gonna tell you. I can't say it again. Both myself and Antoine are Max Preps high school sports shooters, and I want to put that baby to the test.
Yeah.
And then in my own personal time outside of shooting sports, I love wildlife.
That's his passion.
So birding, I'm with it. I love wildlife. So, and that's how I initially got started into it. And this guy made me come to
sports realm.
The sports realm, So, so a lot of fun. I love high school. High school sports, man. I mean, I love capturing kids' moments that they can capture and they can enjoy it currently and later on in life.
Yeah.
So
I mean, 10 years from now, you know, these kids are going to want to go back to their album. Hey, what about these pictures? What, you know, that magical moment in this football game that I scored the winning touchdown, right?
Yeah.
You know, having to be able the abilities to capture that stuff for them is just it's definitely rewarding.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's rewarding and fulfilling for us.
For sure.
So, you know, again, again, this tool is going to be put to the paces. You know, I you know, we've had a
future
conversation.
videos for sure. We're definitely. I mean, there's a lot of videos. I mean, I want to go through the menu system, and you know, again, this is us just talking about this camera. There's no, you know, references or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know, everything is done pretty much live.
Yeah. And everybody's gone through all the bullet points and details and all of that stuff of what the capabilities are of the camera. We're just looking at it from a hands-on perspective right now, right? Unboxing, really genuine, raw. This is just one take, uncut. How we feel about...
Well, not one take.
3 takes, but, you know. But we wanted to give you guys an honest opinion of what we feel of the camera when it comes down to the feel of the hand, right? You know, I think... You know, I'll kind of give him the table when it comes down to the next episode so that he can talk about the real world review, because I know next week, you know, it's going to be put through its paces when it comes down to going out there and shooting for max preps and actually getting into the realm of things. So, again, if there's anything that you guys want us to give you information on, feel free to write a comment. You know, again, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share this video with your friends.
Because just like it.
You know,
just like the post.
We appreciate
it. Make a critique on it, please.
Yep.
If you guys want to see something different, this is not what you want to see. We appreciate the feedback. We appreciate the support. Yep. Again, it's what we enjoy doing, and it's a passion. Cheers to you.
Cheers. You grabbed the brown one.
I did. I'm Chris Harris.
And I'm Antoine Below.
And we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Deuces. At least it recorded at this time.
It recorded all the way through this time.
Jesus.
Take 3.
Take 3. 3. Give me that popcorn.